Hey guys, my name's Lydia, and this is the first episode of That's Embarrassing podcast. I've been wanting to do a podcast for a very long time, and then 2 weeks ago I was like, I'm just gonna do it. So I'm here in my room using my phone and a little mic I got off of TikTok Shop. So it's awesome. Anyway, um, I love to talk, so I thought this would be a good idea, and I've always wanted to do this. If you looked at my Snapchat memories, there's just a whole bunch of videos, literally where I'm just talking to myself. Um, so Anyway, I named this podcast That's Embarrassing because this might sound cringy to say, but if you know me, I embarrass myself all the time, or at least I feel like it. And I don't know, just many embarrassing stories will be told on here and probably happen, maybe even, I don't even know. So I just felt like naming it this, although I'll be talking about literally anything on here. So I feel like it's not super specific to, this podcast all in all, but um I want this podcast to be real and like a regular conversation. So anything could be brought up, like my thoughts, feelings, stories, obsessions, and yeah. So I guess that's some context into the name, but expect anything on here. Um, I what was I going to say? I don't know, but I know there's so much to be told. I was thinking about this the other day, how if you think about it, you'll hang out with somebody and you'll have so much to talk about, and then you'll hang out with them again. You have so much to talk about. Like so many different topics are being brought up with people all the time. You know what I mean? Like nothing. There's never nothing to talk about, I guess is what I'm saying. And I don't know. I think that's like something I wanted to mention on here because there's so much potential and so much to be talked about on this podcast. So it's great. Also, literally, again, nothing specific for this podcast, and I'm only 17, so I don't know why there would be anything specific to talk about because I don't know my passions yet. And I think it's crazy that they expect 17-year-olds to go to college in the next year and know what to do with the rest of their life because absolutely not. And I'm not ready for that. And I think most people aren't. That's so scary if you really think about it. Like, I need time. Um, anyway, so I don't have anything specific to talk about on here. I'm not a professional with anything and I don't know what I want to do, you know? So that's that. Anyway, good stuff. If it were like 3 years ago, you don't, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing, but I was obsessed with Stranger Things, like another level of obsessed. It was, I don't know, if you knew me, that I'm sorry. Literally, you can tell, like, literally, I have a blanket to my left right here with the Demogorgon on it. Pretty cool blanket, but you have an idea. Anyway, for 3 years ago, I'd make this podcast. I'd make a podcast about Stranger Things. That was something I was passionate about, but like that didn't last forever, obviously. After watching season 4, that went away. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. Also, the Eddie Munson thing, guys, that was so embarrassing. I mean, I wasn't part of it. Think everything. No offense if you were. I couldn't. That was crazy. Eddie Munson obsession. Um. Anyway, I've been also seeing a lot of TikToks about season 5 recently. But it's actually getting me excited. I mean, I thought I wouldn't be as excited about Stranger Things again, which kind of made me sad because like the feelings were crazy. And then I've been seeing stuff about season 5 recently because they're like halfway done filming. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All of a sudden these feelings are like low-key coming back. I honestly I hope they don't come back as crazy as last time because I don't want to be crazy obsessed and embarrassing about it again. But I can't wait for season 5 and I need to rewatch all of Stranger Things because I'm so excited. Also, I feel like since this is my first episode of this podcast, I should probably give you more background. Like I said, I'm 17 and I have 4 siblings. I have 2 older brothers, 2 younger sisters. Um, I've moved twice, and I feel like that's also really shaped who I am as a person. And yeah, and I plan on moving again next year because I'll be moving out. It'll be the end of high school. I'm going into senior year, and I'm excited, but I'm also really scared and sad because, like, you think about all the friendships you made and everything, and it's sad. Anyway, but this time, everybody will be going their own way, so I won't be missing out on anything. So it's great. Because every other time I've moved, I remember like looking back and seeing my friends at like, hanging out and stuff, and I'll be like, dang, like I could have been there, and then it makes me sad, and I'm home alone doing nothing because I have no friends. But um, but then I make friends and all this, and then I move when I finally feel like great. But it's okay because um, I've made friends here, and I'm happy, and it's taken time and effort, but it's great. And I love so many of my friends. And what was I going to say? And this time we're all leaving. We'll have little reunions maybe. That would be awesome. It's crazy to think that I'm almost done being a teenager. Anyway, enough about that. Um, one of my friends who will probably be on this podcast, by the way, because I've told her about it already. Um, I went to a concert. I'm going to talk more about something with her later, but I went to a concert with her, and it's this guy who's like, he's only just now getting big on like, he makes music, and he's only now getting attention. I mean, he did before, but like, more and more attention. He's starting to do shows, and he did them in January, and me and my friend went, and then he's doing them again now, and we went last week, and um, what was I gonna say? His name is Somber. His real name is Shane, and I don't know. He's awesome. And when we went to his concert, he said, like, before one of his songs, he was, like, talking about how this song, like, started him off, like, made him, like, get recognition. And he said, though, that he was, like, before posting it, he was so scared to post it because he was embarrassed. He didn't want to be made fun of and stuff like that. And then he's like, but just go for it because, like, look at where I'm at now. Like, I posted it and here I am. Anyway, and then my friend looked at me and she was like, podcast. And I was like, ah, yes, podcast. So I'm here, I'm doing it. I listened to you, Shane. Had the kid sign my shoe, pretty awesome. Had a little conversation with him. Yeah, he's like performing at venues and stuff right now. Um, but it was great, and his voice is insane. Insane. Anyway, with the same friend, she was literally over, I think 1 or 2 days ago, she was over, and we decided to watch Bones and All. Guys, I never thought I would feel bad for a cannibal, but I did. It was a crazy movie. It was so good. It was very freaky, but it was very sad and very just, I don't know, like literally everything. I don't understand. Like it was like a mix of all sorts of things. So good. I recommend watching, although it is freaky, so like watch out, I guess. Timothy Chalamet's in it. The man Timothy Chalamet is. Watch Bones and All, really. Anyway, I love Timothy Chalamet. That kid is so good at acting. Literally cried. No, I didn't cry, but I almost cried. It's very rare for me to cry to movies. Me and my friend almost cried. Tears were forming in my eyes. I've only cried to 2 movies before though, and that's um I cried to The Good Dinosaur when I was little. Very sad. I haven't watched it since though. And then I watched this like last year. I cried to Perks of Being a Wallflower. That movie got to me in my emotions. Like crazy. Like I felt like I put myself in that movie. It was so anyway. Oh, so good. I've been really getting into movies lately. I can't say I'm like officially like a movie person, I feel like, because I haven't watched a lot of the big movies, if that makes sense. But I definitely have been getting into them and want to watch them. I have to have my lights off. Nobody talking, like literally silence. Loki, you have to watch them by myself. The video quality has to be good, just everything has to be perfect. And it's kind of annoying, but it's also great because I want to like get every part of the movie, if that makes sense. All the vibes, all the feelings, all the information. So I guess I am kind of crazy, but it's great. I watched The Edge of 17 the other day. That was a really good movie. Tears formed in my eyes for that one, I think, as well. Um, what's something else I was gonna say? Oh, also, Call Me by Your Name. Wow, that's a beautiful movie. I know people think it's a weird or something, but it's beautiful, and the soundtrack is insane. It's so good. Me and my friend love that movie. Last thing I'm gonna mention, Billie Eilish's documentary. I don't even know. I guess it is a movie, right? Documentaries are movies. Um, Not popular, but I love Billie Eilish, so I watched it, and I don't know, great, good vibes. I mean, actually, it was really sad as well, but great. I love Billie Eilish. I went to her listening party, and I went to her Happier Than Ever tour. I really need to go to the Hit Me Hard and Soft tour, but unfortunately, I haven't gotten tickets yet. I really hope. I know it has to happen. So, anyway, um, I guess this is a little bit of an idea of. Oh, also, real quick, I will be posting on Spotify and YouTube. I don't know if I'm going to be posting on other platforms yet, but we'll see. And then I think I'm going to post on Sundays at 2 or 3 p.m. I don't know what time yet, but we'll figure that one out. Anyway, hopefully you guys got an idea of what this podcast will be like and who I am and what it's about. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be bringing people on, by the way, friends and family. Um, so yeah, hopefully I see you guys next episode next week. Bye, guys.